Hello Leeds, this is Dan Webber. You're about to hear some Pride poems and some poems from a show called Genre Fluid, a study into labels in the arts, in everyday life and in the LGBTQ+ community. I believe in writing for the person in the room who needs to hear it the most. So with that in mind, enjoy. Picture the scene. Edinburgh, Fringe, 2018. It's 2 AM and it's my first time, and I'm tired. I'm so tired. Everyone is tired. Did I mention I'm tired? Do you have a show? Do you have a show? What do you mean you don't have a show? I don't know. Or what do you do? Are you a comic? Occasionally. Are you a poet? Reluctantly. Reluctantly. Hey mate, are you trying to be funny? That's the problem. I have no idea. I'm not funny enough to be a comic. And I'm not serious enough to be a poet. I think I might be genre fluid. When I started doing this, I was on the bill of a charity night in Derby, where I'm from. And before the show started, the compere asked me if I wanted to be in the comedy section or the poetry section. And I had no idea. I have spent so long convincing myself I am this mature, professional and grown-up spoken word artist. So with that in mind, here is a mature, professional and grown-up poem about man boobs. On a warm summer's day, why is it okay to have moobs on display, but not boobs? Who made it this way? Who are these anti-tit hypocrites who sit on committee and band the titty? More the pity. You go to any city here or abroad on a warm August day and you'll see slapheads and beer bellies strutting away, man boobs on display without a care in the world. But say you're driving round town or walking around and you see a mother breastfeeding her child? Some people go wild, becoming enraged like it's strange. They completely lose their minds. Mankind has worse crimes than showing some nipple at lunchtime. Are we as a nation so against titillation? Society teaches that nudist beaches are okay. But breastfeeding in public? Breastfeeding in public is wrong in every single way. But if breast is indeed best, I say, let's put to the test a new page 3. Introducing Phil from Coventry. He's a heavy-set man, 48 EE. His interests include beer and misogyny. I don't know about you, but I know what I'd rather see. I've been doing this for 4 years now and I've been very lucky. I've got to perform at some amazing festivals and events all across the country. And last year I was doing a gig in Birmingham. And before the show started, I was sat in the green room talking to this amazing spoken word artist, and as you do, we got chatting. And one thing led to another, and she turned to me and said, Dan, what do you write about? And I thought, okay, here we go. Here's a really good chance to make a really good first impression. And I said, me? What do I write about? I write about all the important things. I write about life. I write about love. And I write about relationships. And my mate who was stood next to me at the time goes, no, you don't. You don't write about life, love and relationships. You just write poems about boys. I'd now like to perform some poems about boys. You're wearing false glasses. I said, you're wearing false glasses? Better. And the fake plastic lens reflect the festival lights masking your eyes. So I focus on your smile. And we're told just to look. Instructed not to touch, but to notice every detail of the person stood before us. The pattern bag. The beaten docks. The slightly hipster woven top. The half-drank can of gin and tonic held discreetly at your side, underneath the no drinking sign. "This isn't mine," you whisper. "I'm just a thief." And what I wouldn't give for another stolen moment like this. To the third boy I ever brought back to my parents' house. I have to be at work at 8 in the morning. And this is a mistake. But I tell you, you are the most beautiful boy I have ever seen, and mean it. A prince among men. Tonight, I have lucked out, punching high above my weight. And I've got more chance of messing this up than of making love. But nothing's going to stop me trying, even just the once. You tell me you're not used to being kissed, so I make it my mission to change this. Afterwards, I ask you to stay, but you pick up your keys and your phone and you leave anyway. And I don't know if this is a one-shot hookup, but as I sit and sip my whiskey and pep, I really hope I get to see you again. Text me when you get in, yeah? But he never did. He never did. We stand in solidarity from a distance, glimpsing the future through tear gas smoke. Fists and voices raised, just like at the stone wall over 50 years ago. Look around. Is it so different now? Today, like then, is not a time for silence. Change will take more than hashtags. We need better education, more acceptance, even for the things you may not fully understand. There's no shame in not knowing, as long as you are willing to learn. When chaos rains down, and you drown in the sounds of the city, take a second. Learn to reflect and remember to ground yourself. Breathe deeply. Repeat as necessary. Yes, things are scary and unexpected. Undetected curveballs fall constantly but honestly. If life were a straight line and you were always on time, you wouldn't find half the answers to the questions or the people you have learnt so much from. You are not the only one who struggles. We are all weighed down by our own troubles, chained to our own boulders, yet silently we soldier on, not wanting to be a burden. But I am certain people care about you. And should you choose to, and believe me, you should choose to, tell them. Tell them and they will help and care and support, for we are the human race. And this is what we do best. There is no test to fail, no right or wrong. Pour your favourite drink. Put on your favourite song. Take that second. Never second guess. You are blessed by simply being here. Remember that. A lot of good people didn't make it this far. Who you are and where you are is where you're supposed to be. I believe that wholeheartedly. Things will get better. Things will get better. Things will get better. Just you wait and see. I've always been very lucky because when I'm at my lowest, I've always found something to remind me what a wonderful world we live in. And this particular time, I found it in Asda in Nottingham. This is called Wonderland. Teenage boy applying lip gloss in a supermarket mirror. So he called me queer and I was like, yeah, and? His friends giggle like it's no big deal. Stealing from the samples, they trade eyeliners. And ever so slightly, the world changes.